Hello guys. So as I was coming home, I was thinking of what I was gonna do because I knew I wanted to do reading, but I didn't know like what I was supposed to be focusing on, and then all of this stuff started to come in. So I've actually written some things down. I don't know if I'm gonna share all of it because some of this is like mass collective, like higher level shit that is kind of jarring. And if you're not like in a hole like I am in terms of like what you're looking at on the internet and what you're researching, it's gonna be a lot. So we're gonna focus on the love message first. I'm hoping that once I start reading, maybe it'll correspond with the bigger things. It'll make sense to me because I don't really understand. Like, you see, I had to split it in half because I was like, there's so much going on here. Okay. So the first thing I was kind of picking up on is something about love spells, because I was specifically trying. Oh, there's a heat with me right now. The hell. Okay. I was specifically trying to understand why I had a certain dream this morning, which was kind of like, it was extreme. But it's saying here, it's like, how would you feel if this happened? So, in my dream, someone that I used to be very close to, and I like recently like really had to detach myself from, I've been getting dreams of negative things. Only one dream out of most of them was normal, where I was just embracing them, but there were most of them have been, this one was very extreme. They basically coaxed me into being intimate with them, and then led me into a place where I didn't know where I was, and left me alone there with some random person who basically was holding me captive, and I had to escape. And I did escape, but once I got outside, I had no idea where I was. Like, I didn't even recognize this place. And the only time I think I could kind of, no, that was a different place too. Yeah, no, I didn't know where the hell I was. I was like, I see signs, I see like that there's stores around, like this is somewhere rural, but I don't know where the hell I am right now, and I don't know how, and I'm just gonna grab any rich man that's on the street and ask for help, and that's what I did, and he got me help, and then I woke up. So, but that's I wouldn't expect this person to do something like that, but at the same time, like, it's asking me, how would you feel if this happened? And like, God's really asking you, like, maybe you're not really thinking about the level of disrespect that somebody has or wants over you, like the level of control someone wants over you. Maybe you don't understand how intense it is, and they're trying to show you, like, how would you feel about this? Your dreams may not be the same at all. They may be weird, they may have some type of coloring and symbolism that you're like trying to decipher, and like, I'm hearing heat. You may even just feel someone's energy, and you've been trying to just figure out who it is. That's also in this, like, what that is. In terms of like how we resonate with divine masculine and divine feminine energy, sometimes it's like literally just a feeling we get about, like, it's an energetic signature that we recognize in our dreams. We wake up and we're like, who the hell was that? There's certain older dreams that have been coming up too for me that I'm remembering and that are making sense now. Like, I was told things a long time ago, and they're only making sense now. Which makes this dream concerning, doesn't it? So, in terms of how spirit speaks to me, I don't know if anyone else, like, if this is how this works with you and how you navigate your dreams or how you navigate your prosthetic anything. But normally I'll get something and it'll be later. Like, what I'm dreaming of or what I'm seeing is something that Spirit's trying to tell me is coming if I want to go in that direction. And in this case, Yeah. They're reminding me of another time they did that, where I was with hanging out with a group of like they were kids, but I didn't really like. I used to go to a lot of public shows, like, for punk music and stuff like that, and it's usually, like, all ages, so it would be, like, from basically 16 and up. So I met a lot of kids, basically, at these places, or people, or, like, places like, community centers where they'd have, like, group events, or, like, just concerts for local bands and kids and stuff like that, which I used to do because I wanted, more outreach in terms of, like, my music and stuff like that in my own community, because I was promoting my own music. I was doing open mics. They would have a lot of that. Punk Island is like an event like that where it's like all ages, so you could just meet anybody there. There's families that bring their kids with them to Punk Island, but it's basically like Warped Tour but local. It's dangerous sometimes too, like you have to really gauge like what you're doing. This year wasn't dangerous though. It's a very, like, community-based vibe. So I used to know a lot of kids on Instagram. And then I realized that, like, I was facilitating conversations and giving my energy in places where I felt like it was needed here and there, but I didn't have to do that. And it was also, like, skewing the perception that other people had of me, which was... Why am I talking about this? Oh, because I started to have a dream of one of the kids I was talking to, and there was a lot of chaos around him. And how I was being perceived was, like, embedded in his chaos. And I wanted to help him really badly. So, like, I kept communication open for him for a while, but I couldn't help him. And it was ultimately also affecting me, and I had my own issues because then the pandemic started. But I started having dreams about all of the feminine energy around him that was mad at him. So Spirit was telling me, like, these girls are upset and it's valid and this is what's happening and you need to get yourself away from this energy specifically, even though you care about this person or, like, you're worried about this person and you feel like you could help them, you need to detach yourself. And I was like, okay. And in this instance, at this time, it is very similar. I see how they're making the connection because this is somebody I care about also in that way, but it's a little bit more intimate. I think I saw a lot of myself in this person and was worried about them, but sometimes you can get yourself in trouble by doing things like that. So, I was talking about love spells originally, and right now, love spells are not working because this is being triggered. Like, Spirit is going to take the energy that this person sends to you. If you're so this is how you differentiate right now, like how what is real, or how real I'm hearing, how real your connection is with the energy that you want to manifest and you want to bring in, whether that be a person, place, or thing, but I'm getting it's a person. So there may be an energy that's coming in you positively and you feel it, and it's warm, it's welcoming, it's like it's random is what I'm hearing. Like, it's random, like, so you know it's real because it's random as fuck. Like, it just comes in and out when it's really random. Is building too, but like this started a while ago and you kind of recognize what it was. Like, you recognized it because it's happened before, but not in a long time. So like something started to get closer energetically and it feels like a person. Whether it be masculine or feminine for whoever is watching this, but you're like, I felt like this before and I remember who it was, but I don't know if that's really what's happening. And then there's an energy that's like being pushed on you and you know exactly who it is. It's very clear who it is, but it's like inherently negative. And Spirit is telling you it's inherently negative. Even if on the outside it looks fine. Or Spirit's telling you someone else is there, like someone else's energy is there, because that was also like a thing, to be honest, in the relationship I just exited out of. They felt like there was an energy with me, so they were getting mad at me because they're like, I see this and blah blah blah, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm not doing shit So I don't know what to do about that. And what I was getting is there's talk. There's too much talk. There's been a lot of deception. There's been a lot of words that have been said to either party. So like, this is literally what the diagram is. So like, let's say you have the divine masculine and the divine feminine, right? They each have one person in their ear talking shit that's pushing them away from each other, like in the opposite direction or out. So once these are removed, then they're naturally going to be pushed back together, because there's these two little molecules are like pushing them out, because it's air energy. And I put remove and I was like, remove. So this has been done before, but now it's going to be permanent. So, like, okay, so the scenario here is you have, let's say, I'm going to point from my point of view, divine feminine, okay? So, like, you have your divine masculine, and then you have the person that you're in the middle of energetically clearing out is doing love spells on you, okay? Or is deceiving you in some way. You are going to be repulsed instead by this person, because spirit is not allowing the energy to remain love. Okay? It's because it's just not. Like, unless you are asking for love to come to you, you can, like, ask for that, obviously. But if you're literally doing a love spell on a specific person, that person that you're doing the love spell on is going to be repulsed by you. Okay? Because spirit's not allowing deception. If you're trying to organically bring someone in, if it's a specific person, you're still gonna have to do it, and you're still gonna have to, I'm hearing, you're still gonna have to pray about it. You're still gonna have to ask God for it. You can't just do this, and you can't keep doing this, because it may have worked in the past, and it may have been perceived a certain way in the past, but because you've done this repetitively, the person you're doing it on now understands what it is, or they're going to very soon. Because you can't just do something over and over again in the same way. Again, this is like God is unpredictable, and spirit and witchcraft is not. I see your name. I see the person that's connected to you that may be doing the magic, because you're obviously not doing the magic yourself. Or maybe you're both doing dumb shit. I don't know. But I see someone else's name aside from this person too whenever this shit happens. I'm hearing you could detach yourself from both. It'll be really easy to find out which one is natural and which one is not. Like a natural connection is what I'm hearing. What you're trying to, the warmth and the energy that you're trying to pull in is not going to be brought in with manipulation. Whether that be saying your opinion on someone else's decision about a relationship, because that's been happening for a very long time. I was given a lot of deceptive answers about things because I didn't have any answers from the person with the mouth, okay? I wrote, your masculine was cloaked in word magic on both ends. So, like, how do you know it's real is spirit will also show you when it's real. You'll also remember it was real. Like, I remember my dreams about other people that were not this negative. And then I was told certain things by the person that spirit is telling me is negative. I was told certain things on their end. They're like, hey, no, they're actually this, and da-da-da, and they just tricked you, and blah-blah-blah, and they made you feel like this, and when in reality, I remember my own prophetic vision. I remember my own writing. I remember the conversations I had in spirit with this person. And they were not the same as the ones I'm getting with the person that's talking shit. So who's lying? The worst dream I had about the person that I deem as my like divine masculine, or the person that awoken is, there was one dream about Little Red Riding Hood. But in layman's terms, there is a power dynamic that was happening at that time that was not healthy. So that may have been why that happened, but that's really the most negative dream I think I had. I think there was one where I thought that they were screaming at me, but now I'm not sure if that was them or not, because it was also with this other person that was in my energy. There is a new emotional beginning. There is space to be able to like consult with your own thoughts, or even just turn your thoughts off in a way where like it's not really that difficult. You're allowing other people to take from your cup, but I'm hearing a beneficial way, but I want to say healthy way. I'm hearing you just have to keep cutting it off. You have to keep cutting it off. The energy. If like you feel like, I'm here to tell you what the difference is. That's why I'm here. That's the difference. I'm hearing pack up and go. I don't know what that means. But the Ten of Swords here is like, he just had all his stuff. He like, I'm out of here, man. What? his shoes are the same color as the ground, and so I guess so is his clothes. Just passionately, he didn't even look like he's struggling either. I got this. Let's go. Spirit is sorting out a bunch of things right now. Yeah, I don't even know if I want to get into the other half of these notes, because I think it's too intense. Let's look for some guidance, and then I'm gonna go, because I'm hungry. I want grilled cheese sandwich. Alright. How do we navigate this right now? Because this is obviously some interference that none of us want to deal with. It is not the easiest thing at all to let go of someone that we care about and think that we can add to their life, but it is time to... Oh, I got the same cards. Princess of Cups, Ten of Swords. I'm here to cut a bit of time. Stop. You're even cutting out just like a part of yourself. Like, I'm hearing forgiveness. Maybe you've forgiven some part of yourself, and you have acceptance now of like what's happened, or like... Oh, interesting. I'm also getting, it's like when you go to, like, when you are asleep, there's times where you go to a place where you feel more emotionally fulfilled, or your energy is going to where it's supposed to go. The divine feminine within all of us, whether we're male or female, is right now is in a very loving place. I'm hearing, or is healing. If you don't feel like that's where you are right now, you're in the middle of healing to get to that place. Then there's another, I guess there's another side of the spectrum where others are like, there's just stuff like being destroyed around them so that they can grow something new, and they're watching the new thing grow, but everything around them is just burning to the ground, man. Someone doesn't want to talk about the things that they've lost. This is a completely different energy on the side. Okay. Is this the split? Okay. Okay, so there's the divine feminine energy in its purest form, where it's healed and it's able to comfortably detach from itself to get to a loving place, is where the authenticity is coming from. So like there's a collective of people who are in that place. Then there's a collective of people who are in a very stagnant place, sitting with themselves because they don't want to talk about the amount of shit that's going on in their head, and they feel very stagnant. They just have to sit there and watch what they did happen. Because something is growing, they are holding it. It's not bad, but it's a result of their own actions, and it has utterly destroyed everything else around them. But I'm kind of hearing like that's what they wanted in the first place. I'm hearing their manifestations have come full circle. It's like a very intense fire, and there's other people who are like feeding off of the emotions of this person. So that they can shed a layer, I think. What is that? I don't like this energy. I have the Three of Cups here, and it's not like a bad card, but it's like giving me it's giving me the ick. There is a emotionally immature like energy that's coming to put out the fire on the feminine energy that is raging out. These two energies are very turbulent and very like disruptive and destructive, but the one with the this is a very interesting duo. Because we have the Prince of Cups, which is the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Water, and the Queen of Fire, which is the Queen of Torches in this deck. His water is coming to put out this fire this dumb bitch just created. And then below him is like all these other hoes. Like trying to just get a little bit. But he gonna put out this fire. And this energy is in the Seven of Swords and the Eight of Swords. Like they got things that they don't want to talk about. They're hiding. They're just in their head. And that is why this fire is happening. Because they're not even thinking about what's in front of them actually. They are staring at it. They're not thinking about it though. They're thinking about this bullshit. Oh my God. They're losing money. Why are they losing money? What was all these actions for then? Like, why is the Queen of Wands? Oh, literally, that's the fucking confronting the king. And then I feel like this energy, because these two are walking away from each other. So now I'm getting another message where it's like, these two are the match for each other. Like, they're supposed to create something, or they're supposed to destroy each other. Like, they're supposed to destroy a version of each other that no longer needs to exist. There's a better version of each other that needs to exist of them together. But then there's also the drama coming in behind her, where it's another Moho who's like has all these hoes with him, and he's trying to put out the fire. He's trying to put out her fire, which could like be healing, but can also be diminishing to her. I don't know if she wants to explode with this other moho. I don't know. Moho. and them torches. Again. No, she might leave this and go towards, oh no, this is this guy of cups. He go and pick up all his stuff and dip, because he got all these other hoes on the side. Is this what everything is burning down? Is because she's thinking about all the deception. And then she sees her divine counterpart in front of her. Yeah. Like, she has 3 choices here. She can also go it alone, like, and ground herself. This turned into a whole other narrative. The moon. I think there's gonna be healing here between her and her counterpart, because it looks like the one that's like trying to put out her fire is gonna get up with his shit and leave anyway. Like, is that necessary? Is he supposed to be doing that? Oh, it's the same one? I just pulled him back. Is this Prince of Cups supposed to be coming in to put out this fire? He got some fish. An end. No. Oh, he gonna meet the end of this relationship if he try to come in here and do that. Oh, and then we got the 10 of Cups. And they on the boat? 7 of Swords. No, it's a secret that he already got somebody in another boat. Is that what that is? Yeah. It's like he going towards her and death's going towards him. Like, no. This is the end. We already know about this. This boat don't fit 3, I heard. Like, why are you trying to make it fit 3? What's wrong with you? What is this? This work? I'm hearing there's a time to rest now. In terms of like working and making money. This is why some of this is happening. Is like that's not someone's focus at the moment. So they're just gonna try to manipulate a situation. And then the High Priest still. I'm gonna end with that. Because I feel like this is coming out. Because it's like you said what you said. And then I'm focusing on this too. Like your inner guidance is telling you what's up here. Like, you know. You've seen this before is what I'm hearing.